Hi everyone, I hope your day is amazing. This is Denise from Creates with Love. So not too long ago, I did a video tutorial on how to use the Phonto app so that you can curve text if you're using an iPhone, a Android, or an iPad. And so today is kind of along that lines, but it's a little bit different. I've been getting some requests on how to add a shape and then put some text on that shape. So that's what I'm going to show you today. Okay, so here we are. This is our Phonto app. And to begin, you want to just go ahead and click on the camera icon at the bottom and choose plain images. Now, to the right of that black square is actually a white square. It's hard to see, but it is there. I'm going to click on that one because that's going to create my canvas. So if you wanted a grid canvas, you could choose any of these other canvases that you see below. I just want the plain white one. So once I select it, I'm going to go ahead and click the upload in the upper right hand corner, and I'm going to choose use. So there is my white canvas. So now I want to import or bring in my shape, which I just went ahead and I emailed it to me, okay? So depending on how you get your files, you're going to want a PNG file for this. And so you can either download it to your iPad and get it that way, or you can email it to yourself depending on what your situation is, and then save it to your photo apps your photo library, I should say, and then that way you can get it that way. So I'm going to click the three lines in the lower left-hand corner, and I'm going to select Add Image. I'm going to select my infinity shape. I'm going to click Done, and here is my shape. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger by clicking on the image and selecting Size. I want both sides to equally get larger so it stays within proportion. So I'm only going to select the top button. I can either use the plus mark and make it a little bit bigger that way. It'll inch it a little bit at a time. Or I can use this button here. I want it to stay on my canvas, so that's probably good. About like that. Okay, and then just click off of it anywhere. So now I'm going to tap on the canvas and select Add Text. I like to do it from the center, and I'm going to choose my font. Today, I'm just going to use just any font. I'm just clicking that one just so that I can try to be quick for y'all. And I'm going to click the keyboard symbol. Okay, so we're going to type in Faith and click Done. And I'm going to go ahead and keep it blue for now because that way I can see it, but yours will probably default to white, which means you wouldn't be able to see it. So in that case, if you want to change the color of your font, click on Style, and then you can just scroll through and pick whatever colors that you want. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and keep this one. I'm not going to add a stroke or background, but you could if you wanted to. I just want to let you know that those options are there. I'm going to click Done. I'm going to size it just a little bit bigger. And then this is where you can kind of play with it. I'm just going to make something really quick to show you, but actually I got it probably a little too big. But you can use the tilt function here, and if you want curve, you want to slide this to the left, and then you have your curve. Okay, so I'm going to try to first tilt it so I can get it on right about the place that I want it. And then now I'm going to click off of it, click on it. Now I'm going to slide over and hit curve. And you'll see when you play with this, it's really just a lot of kind of tap on, tap off, kind of play with it until you get it exactly how you want it. So basically all I'm trying to do is just wrap the word around here, and if I need to, I can go back to tilt and see if I need to tilt it a little bit differently. This might not have been the best font. So let's just pretend it was a more user-friendly font for this design rather than me spending the time trying to hunt for that font right now because we all know what a challenge it is to find a font. So I'm just going to go with that for now. And then what I'm going to do is tap off of it. I want to add text again. Click the keyboard, align center, and this time I'm going to do family, and I'm going to click done. I'm going to change the size. Let me see. This one is size 72. So I'm going to see it should remain the same, and it is. Good. Okay, so I'm going to do over here, and then I'm going to tilt it. I might have to make it a little bit smaller, but let's try and add the curve. Wrong way. Whoop. Okay, that looks pretty good, actually. And again, like I said, I can play with it more, but I'm just trying to rush through it so it's quick for y'all. There we go. I'm going to tilt this one. And of course, you can use whatever saying you want. There's so many different things you can do with this. So there's just a quick example. Okay, so here's the reason why we have to do it this way. We cannot download the shape and the text together. I wish we could, but the app is just not set up that way. So in order to get this into Design Space, we're going to have to upload the infinity shape, which is a PNG. We're going to have to upload that into Cricut Design Space separately. And then on that same mat, we can add just the text. So you want to make sure that you get your curve correct on the Phonto app because you cannot change the curve once you get into Design Space. Okay, so I can see mistakes in this one, but I'm not going to worry about it because I'm just going to show you how to do this for the tutorial. Okay, so there is no way to group these things. However we save it is how it will be uploaded. So what I'm going to do is we're not going to be using the black infinity shape anymore. So I'm just going to simply select the black shape and select remove. This is what we want to upload into Design Space. So right now they're exactly how I want them. I'm just going to go ahead and select the share button in the bottom right hand corner. And I'm going to put save image as PNG. It said it saved successfully. Now I'm going to swipe up to get out of here and I'm going to open up Cricut Design Space. And whoops, there we go. I'm going to click New Project and I'm going to click Upload, select from Photo Library, select the one I just did. This is where we need to clean up our image, okay? So if we bring it in like now, it's just going to be like the black square that's on the right. So we want to select the Remove in the bottom left corner and just tap on the background so it gets rid of all of the background. Now we have to go in and do our A for family, get rid of the E and the O for love and the A, the middle of the A for faith. So the way we do that is tap your Apple Pencil, or if you're using your fingers, you might want to make it a little bit bigger so it's easier to see. Just tap down when you're in the middle, release. So we'll do the O, perfect. And the middle of the E, perfect. Okay, now I'm just going to move this over so I can see my A. Looks good. Okay, so we can check this white square to make sure, or you can look at the checkerboard background. Everything looks good. I'm going to go ahead and click on Next. And this looks good. It made it big for whatever reason. That doesn't matter because we can change the size once we get inside. We don't need to clean it up. It's already clean. We're going to select it as a cut image. And I'm going to name it, I'll just name it Infinity. and done. Okay, so now we can click Save. So now it's saved it as a cut file. So now I can click on it, and then I've already got this here, so I'm going to go ahead and click on it. That way I can bring them both in at the same time. And I'm going to click Insert. And of course, it's going to be way big, but that's okay. We can always go to Edit, and we can make it, see, look how big that made it, 24 inches by 8 inches. That's funny. Okay, so let's make it, it's going to depend on our shape, of course, but let's just make it, that's probably going to be too big or too small too. Let's see if I can just bring it in like this. Okay, and then I can see I'm going to need to change the color so that we'll be able to see it. So to change the color, I'm going to go to where it says Cut. So I'm on Edit, and I'm the black circle next to Cut. I'm just going to select a blue and hit Apply. Okay, now we can make this bigger. See, it's how funny it is that this made it super small. Make sure it's locked, which it is, but just make sure it's locked before you make it bigger. So all we're going to do is line up this to be the same size that we had it in the Phonto app. I'm going to click on this so I can move it to the back. So I'm going to go, I'm already on Edit. I'm going to tap on the infinity and then go to Arrange and put Send to Back. That way we can see it. And so basically you can see that there's just a little bit of manipulating, and we're going to be able to get it exactly how we had it in the Phonto app. And basically, you guys, that is it. It's actually really simple. It's just like I said, try to pick a user-friendly font. This one, it just, to me, it's not as appealing as maybe another font. Could be just my personal opinion. But anyway, I hope this helps you. Try and imagine different shapes. You can do find silhouette type shapes either from Google or I'll go ahead and try to include some infinity designs that you can use and that have different type tips. But I actually, let me see if I can bring up Design Space and just show you one that I was messing around with earlier. Let me just get out of here. So if I go to Design Space, I'm going to save this just in case I need to get screenshots. Hold on one second. Okay, and I'm going to save to the cloud. I'm going to hit Home, and I'm going to go to My Projects in the cloud. So this one, yeah, this one I was having a lot of fun with, like, right? I mean, it's a little wonky, but I think I grouped it. Yeah, I did. Okay, so I grouped it together. So this one I thought was cute because I sliced this image here, and because you can do your slicing once you get into Design Space, but you have to think ahead and go, okay, I might want a little bit more space before I slice. So this side I did good. This side, there's no way I could put a heart shape. That's all I did was I took a shape and I grabbed heart, and then I tilted it, made it, of course, smaller. But because, see, I'd have to put it on the edge, or I'd have to first slice more off of here in order to get this heart. And basically all I did was once I got it there, once I got the heart, let me see if I can do it on this one. I might be too close here too. Oop, barely. Okay. So I got the heart to kind of where I wanted it. So picture all the different shaped hearts you can get. This one is, I would want it to be more like I did this one, where it kind of makes it a nice line. And then you would just take it and weld it. It looks like I'm not going to be able to do it. Anyway, but pretend like you couldn't see that little blue part. I would just select the blue layer and the black layer and then tap on weld, and it would end up like this heart at the end of this line. So just to kind of give you an example of how you can do that, and just how much fun you can have with shapes once you get into Design Space to make it your own design, make it personal how you would like it. All right. I hope this helps. You guys have an amazing day. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them down below. Don't forget to watch the other video if you've never used the Phonto app. I go into more depth in how to use it basically. All right, that's it. Take care and remember to create with love. Bye.